Hey folks, welcome to Clear My Paper. In the last few episodes, we did discuss about how to calculate the inverse of a matrix and then how to apply that to solve simultaneous equations. And today we'll take some of the exam problems that have appeared in the last 4 years before the pandemic for the Maharashtra State Board first year diploma basic mathematics. The paper code is 22103. So we're going to talk about that. And like all other my episodes, I've categorized the overall problem of matrices and determinants into nine different types. And we already discussed all the other 8 types in my previous episodes. This is kind of the last or maybe the last but one, where we're going to talk about type 9 simultaneous equations by inverse matrix method. Okay, that's what we're going to do today and see what are the questions that's coming in this. So this type 9 matrix inversion method. And if you look at the paper, at least before the pandemic, I'm not sure how they're going to structure it for MCQ because these problems are very time consuming. And it's very hard to solve in terms of, not hard to solve, it's easy to solve, but very time consuming. But they are lengthy in the traditional paper, but the answers can be verified. That's a good thing. You can always make sure the answer is right. That's a good thing. But in MCQ, I don't think, since each MCQ is going to be for only 1 mark, at least during the COVID period, I don't think they'll be asking you to solve this for 1 mark within 1 hour kind of time duration. But understanding some of the nuances of how to solve this, there'll be some questions around that. For anyway, you need to understand this. So you better practice that so that you can understand the specifics in case they ask. For example, if they ask you what is the inverted matrix for this, what is the A minus on this one, so you can at least answer those. So still practicing those or understanding this will be helpful, but I don't think in MCQ they'll ask you this question, so you can skip this kind of solving this in detail for the MCQ prep. But once the MCQ is over, you might want to get back to these questions. Anyway, so the pre-MCQ, the beauty of these questions is it will always come for 6 marks because of the lengthy and a lot of intricacies involved in that. And it will be always in question number 6, question number 6C, where you will get this kind of question. And it will always be written in the question itself, solved by matrix inversion method, right? So you'll have 3 equations and you will have 3 unknowns, 3 equations and 3 unknowns. And they'll ask you to solve it by matrix inversion method. As contrast to, I've just kept an example here where they might also give you the same set of equations, which also comes in exams for 4 marks, but you will get 3 equations and 3 unknowns, the same pattern, but for 4 marks, it will be using Cramer's rule. And Cramer's rule is nothing but solving using determinant method. And the same answer we can get, or the same set of solution we can apply, not the same set of solution, the same answer we can get using matrix inversion method. So that's a difference. So don't get confused and mix up your methods. If they ask you matrix inversion method, then you have to find the inverse of the matrix and solve it, and it's related to matrix. If they ask you to solve using Cramer's rule, then it's related to the determinant way of finding it. Although matrix inversion still has some part of determinant, but that's what separates these two things: matrix inversion method and Cramer's. In Cramer's, you do not find the inverse. You do not find the inverse of the matrix, whereas in matrix inversion method you do find the inverse of the matrix. Okay, so this part was just for reference, so don't worry about this. This is not this type. This is a different type altogether. This is type 6 over here. This we already covered, so we are going to cover only type 9 in this example. So normally one question comes for 6 marks every time, and what I've done is in the next video you'll see I'm going to solve this particular example in detail, explaining various concepts and how to come about that. And for the remaining questions, I'll just copy and paste the answers for easy reference from various websites that I might have access to, and maybe I'll explain if required. Otherwise, it's self-explanatory. Over here also it's Cramer's rule, so don't worry about it. It was just put for reference. I put it here. Okay, so that's how it is. So I'll see you in the next video while I solve one of the problems live for you. And as always, if you're interested in the notes, just shoot me an email to clearmypaper@gmail.com and you should get these notes. And stay tuned. I'll see you in the next episode solving this first problem using the matrix inversion method, guys. Thank you.